abused with love and affection and doing everything for him.
Oh.
He'll cut this bit out of the video. Cut this out, trust me.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The ghost of YouTube is back. Sorry I have been so lazy with my uploads recently. I have just had so much on. I've got lots of videos lined up for you guys coming soon, but I thought why not make a big comeback with this one. My husband Mark, who I'm sure you'll all know from his YouTube, doing my makeup. This is the first time I filmed a video together. Hopefully it won't be the last. So if you like this video, let us know in the comments below what else you'd like to see from us.
This is the first time I've ever really done Allan's makeup either.
Yes, so...
Apart from years ago.
But enough about that. So if you want to see how Mark created this look on me, then just keep watching. And if you want to see how I created this look on Mark, then I will link his channel below. But yeah, let's just get right into the fun stuff, which is of course the makeup. So if you want to see how this came together, then just keep watching.
I'm going to start off with Allan's brows, and I'm going in with Mascara Gaze. I would say eyeshadow or eyebrow cake, whatever it is, and I'm using the MAC 266S angled brush, and I'm just going to kind of work underneath the brows, and then you'll see I just kind of brush that upwards so the product goes through the hairs. I'm just extending the brow out a wee bit.
Good. On
the outside, because I know Allan likes a longer brow, but I'm not doing them necessarily how he likes them. Exactly, because this is my makeup.
You did my makeup before, or just that one time?
Just one time, a very long time ago.
I think you actually gave me a grey smoky eye and did my full face using double wear concealer.
Yep, that sounds about right for years ago.
I think we were right, I actually couldn't move my face because it was like cement, aye.
Oh, I still love a bit of double wear concealer though.
Not so much the grey smoky eye.
Oh my god, do you remember that one time they thought that the highlighter from Topshop was a contour product?
Oh my god, no!
Those photos!
It wasn't, it was a really dark bronze highlighter that was not for people of our skin tone, but Mark liked to use it on his cheeks as a highlight, so it was like a reverse contour because the highlight was actually darker than the contour. Oh, but it was so nice though, the dark gold and how we hunted for it for so long to get it. Why?
I still use it. Just more as a illuminating powder.
Or a contour rather than a highlight.
Well, yes.
I'm really intrigued to see what you're going to be using on me today. Because me and Mark, as much as we've got quite a similar finished result to makeup, we don't really use the same products as each other at all.
At all.
We've got a very different actual style of makeup. I don't see any beauty blenders here.
Oops.
Is that correct?
That is correct. I'm not using a beauty blender on you. No. I'm then going to go on with the Lancome Sills Booster Mascara, which is just like a lash primer. And I'm just brushing the brow hairs upwards.
You're using a lash primer in the brows? Who gave you that idea?
Well, it was this really talented, famous makeup artist called Allan MUA. So I'm then going to go on with the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in black. It's called black, but it's actually a dark brown, like calm down NYX. So next I'm going on with the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer in shade number 1. Anyone that watches my channel will know this is a die-hard favourite of mine. I physically cannot be without it. Carving out underneath Allan's brows with this, and I'm using, the MAC 275S brush.
Your face looks raging there.
Because I hate your brows.
I'm sorry, what? You hate my brows?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's charming, clearly.
They're just so bushy underneath. But they're looking good, it's fine. I'm then going to take that same concealer all over the lids, if you keep closed for me, thank you. And I'm literally patting this on with my ring finger. Personally, I always use my ring finger to pat on a base because it's a wee bit softer than one of Allan's jaggy brushes. And then look up for me.
Underneath?
Yep.
Just now?
Correct.
That is the strangest thing.
Well, we don't all get as much fallout.
So this is the downside of being the second person to film that Mark's just going to slag off everything that I did to him when he's doing mine.
And look up. So next I'm going on with Nylon by MAC, and I'm going on with the 239S brush by MAC, and I'm using that to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner of the eyes. And when I'm applying this, I literally use pattern motions and I line my brush right up to the hairline, and I almost re-carve out the brow with a highlighter.
I wish the Mac would bring Nylon out as like a full-size
Highlighter.
Would be the dream, right?
Oh, that would be the dream. What is it?
Bappin'!
See, I wasn't going to embarrass myself by attempting a tongue pop in your presence.
No, not when you're around. No, needing authority and tongue pops.
Next, I'm going to go on with Shut the Fuck Up by NYX.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, I had to read that a couple of times. I've never realised.
You were just telling me to shut the F up.
No, it's genuinely called Shut the Fuck Up.
It's called STFU. Mark likes to swear. We don't want to swear in this channel.
By NYX, and I'm going on with my ultimate favourite brush of all time because it's amazing. The MAC 221S. You have to buy multiple. I have multiple.
All time. It's only been out for like 2 months.
Because I can tell instantly when I've been, well, I have purchased what, 7 of them now, so...
Where's my one, by the way, you gave me?
Over there somewhere. And I'm using this as my crease colour.
And this is where I'm scared, because neon yellow and me are not exactly compatible.
This is not a colour Allan would ever use. But I'm just using it as a kind of transition colour, really. You can hardly see it by the time I'm finished. I just think yellow is one of those colours that's really on trend just now on the eyes. Like I'm seeing more and more people using it as a transition colour. And then for the rest of the eye look, going to be using the Jeffree Star Androgyny eyeshadow palette. Here, I'm going to be using the orange tone, which is called Charm. And then going to be using, I'll probably use Frosting, which is the gold one. And I'll probably use Fetish, which is this dark burgundy tone. I'm keeping that same brush that I used for the yellow, and I'm going on with the orange tone called Charm. And I'm just building that up in the crease a wee bit more. And I'm being really careful not to cover all of the yellow with the orange. I still want to see a bit of yellow. So then, keeping that same brush that we done the yellow and the orange, I'm going on with Fetish, which is the deep burgundy tone. And I'm taking that even further into the crease. And I'm again being really careful to make sure that you can still see the orange and you can still see the yellow. So I'm going back to the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer and that same 275S brush. And close for me and keep close until I tell you you're allowed to open. Thank you, that is you told. And I'm just going in and I'm going to cut out that increase. That increase? That crease. Like fully in a circle.
Quite sticky.
It is sticky.
You're a full cut out, like full.
I am.
Circular route.
So right from outer corner. Close for me, please. Thank you. I tell you not to open until I tell you you can open. Don't open.
Sorry.
Otherwise you're going to muck it up. So I'm then going to go on and set all down the centre of that cut with Frosting, which is a gorgeous golden tone.
I thought you were done now then.
Well, I'm not. I'm doing Frosting, which is a real yellow gold, which will tie in beautifully with STFU shadow that we used in the crease.
How long till I can open my eyes?
Until I finish the eye look.
Oh, you have to give me 3 borders so I can blink first then.
Taking a clean 221S brush because the other one's filthy, I'm going back to that yellow eyeshadow.
STFU.
STFU, yes. And I'm just pressing a wee bit kind of blend in the inner and outer corner into the golden shadow there. Really quick, really easy to do. And then I'm going back to Charm, the orange shadow from the Jeffree Star palette. And I'm pressing a wee bit onto the outer corner, just obviously not as far as the yellow shadow. Okay, and keep closed, thank you.
I thought I was going to get it to open.
And then finally I'm going on with a wee bit of Fetish, which is that deep burgundy, and I'm really packing that on to the outer and inner corner there. Okay, now how nice is this looking so far?
I wouldn't know because I can't open my eyes.
Correct. So what I'm then going to do is use a wee bit of distortion glitter.
My favourite glitter.
And I'm literally just going to press a wee bit of this, just smack bang down the very, very centre of the lid. Just to give it that wee bit more three-dimensional finish in the centre there, because it's kind of like a lime green, which will really add sparkle against the nice warm tones that we're using.
I love the distortion glitter.
It is a favourite of mine as well, I do agree.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to add liner, to be honest. I'm going to do a very thin line. I'm going to do a very thin line of NYX black liquid liner, like a very thin line.
My favourite liner. Your favourite liner.
So open your eyes, just look down for me.
What?
Open your eyes.
Just a liner?
Yes.
No.
Allan, just...
Really?
Yes, just open your eyes, but look down. Thank you. What?
Don't like this at all.
Thank you. And try not blink for a second. And then close.
You should not have said that though.
What?
Try not blink for a second. Because now all I want to do...
But your eyes are closed, so you're not going to blink.
Okay.
Okay, so I've done the top of the eye. I'm now going to do the complexion before I do lashes or under eye, which I think is very different than what Allan does. Is that correct?
No, I do I do the top mascara, but I don't do lashes until the end.
So I'm going to go on and prime the skin with the MAC Mineralize Time Check. This for me has become an absolute favourite.
Have you used that all already? You only bought
Yeah.
that, like, when did you start this MAC? Like,
I know.
2 months ago?
Yeah. It's like a moisturiser, primer, blurrer, anti-aging, hydrating, pore filler, all in one. Like
miracle
it
worker.
really is a miracle worker. Like. So I'm going on with the Lancome Tinted Ultra 24 Hour in shade 048, and I'm going to pop in 2 shots of the Urban Decay Drop Shot. Literally 2 drops.
This has become a favourite thing for both of us since I picked that up.
Oh, it's so good.
Like,
So I'm going to go on with the MAC 128S brush, which is like a double-sided foundation brush. Like it's... Oh, the dog's dreaming.
I can't believe you're putting a foundation with a brush.
Yep. You see, on myself I can't use a brush. I can only use a beauty blender. Whereas in other people, I prefer using a brush. Very strange.
The smell of this foundation, it takes me back to when this is the foundation I used to wear as well.
Oh, I love the smell of Tinted Ultra. It just smells like a bouquet of roses.
Nice and fragranced.
Not at all bad for your skin.
It is a really nice full coverage right off. I mean, you always get complimented now when you wear it, don't you?
Anytime I wear it, it's one of the only foundations that anytime I wear it, people actually stop me and comment, like, what foundation are you wearing?
I remember when I first started wearing makeup, and this is one of the first foundations that I started wearing, and I applied it with a wee flat EcoTools brush and
Oh my
painted it
god,
onto the
remember
skin,
that wee
remember?
brush?
Full coverage in 1 pump.
Yes.
Marc coverage in 8.
Oh, look at that coverage!
not
Yes,
peeking.
that's beautiful.
I'm not
Beautiful.
peeking. I'm not peeking because unlike you, I want to be surprised at the end.
Then,
Oh, the
2
favourite
big
thing.
tubs of full cover concealer.
This is the Marc Sinclair special. The ring finger, drawing a line from the nose up to the cheekbone.
Oh yes, oh yes.
This is something you've been doing for a long time, even if it just
Oh,
with illuminating
then,
highlighter pens that we
when
thought were concealers.
Yeah, even when I first started I was doing this, like, just really highlighting the face from the nostril right up to the top of the cheekbone. And then I'm just going to blend that into...
With a brush?
Yes, I kind of, with a brush and with my finger, but certainly around the edges of the highlight and I buffed in with my brush, yes. A complete favourite of mine, something that everyone has to rush out and buy. Genuinely, it's even going to sound like we're trying to sell it, but we're not at all, because it's just unbelievable, is the Urban Decay Velvetizer. Holy bleep balls. It is amazing.
That is amazing.
So I'm going to pour a wee bit into the lid, and I'm just going to set the under eyes with it. So
I've never set with this before.
this is like a mixing medium to like mix through with foundations and concealers to make them more full coverage. Matte and full coverage. But see, setting the skin with it over like porous areas. Oh, it's just phenomenal. So I'm really just doing it kind of like under the eyes, on the nose, and then the centre of the forehead. Do you know what I mean? Because especially with man skin, those are the most porous areas. So next I'm going in with a new favourite of mine, which is another blurring powder. It's the MAC Studio Care Blend in shade Light. This is a virgin powder, it's never been used before. So Allan is getting the first use of it.
I would never do that to you.
Allan would never do that for me.
Never do
Thank you. And look up. And I'm really kind of using this to highlight.
I'm really excited if this becomes a new favourite of mine.
Oh my god, it just looks so smooth and flawless. Okay, so now that I have powdered all of the face, what I then like to do is go on with my Coconut Fix Plus. So
Who's Coconut Fix Plus?
That's
actually my Coconut Fix Plus.
Oh, well, mine is over there, so. So close, thank you. And I'm really just, like, I don't want it all in the eyes, so I'm really focusing a lot on the forehead, and then kind of like up the cheek areas.
You are drenching my skin in that.
I am drenching your skin,
yeah.
Correct. Drenching, I like it drenched. And then just before that's fully dry, I shall go on and highlight. I'm going to highlight the face with, and I'm going on with Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, shade number 1, Heat Wave, which looks like so. Oh.
Now, when we came across that little highlighter,
it is a gem.
I have wanted this highlighter for so long. I have seen it all over Instagram, all over YouTube, and I could never get my hands on it in my near stores. And then we were actually in the Estee Lauder shop designer outlet, and I seen it, and oh my god, I feel like it was just too good to be true. But I've not actually tried it yet until you put it on me just now, so I'm excited to see how it looks.
Oh, it is blinding. So I always like really, I'm using a super big brush, skimming this up the top of the cheekbone when I've got the most amount of product on my brush, and then the rest I literally buff over the entire forehead. Like, I like the skin dewy AF. So for bronzers, I'm going on with the who is this by? The Balm. The Balm Betty Lou, which is actually an iridescent golden toned bronzer, so it's not matte. And I'm using the Morphe R14 brush.
So you're doing this before contour?
I'm doing this before contour, yes. And then to finish off the complexion, we're going to go in with a proper contour, and I'm going to use the MAC Pro Sculpt. Yeah, Pro Sculpt. Couldn't tell you the shades of them, but basically you make them yourself. And then like right in, just up at the hairline, I'm buffing a wee bit of that matte dark contour. And then I'm going to go on with the Too Faced Melted Latex, and this is the shade Hopeless Romantic. Thank you.
Who got you that? Well,
my hopeless romantic of a husband got me this. And it's a beautiful... it is a gorgeous kind of peachy tone. The only thing about these is nobody gets a kiss. Nobody gets a kiss.
You hate when I wear lip gloss, don't you?
Oh my god, it's like these are super
Marc
sticky though.
refuses to kiss me if I have gloss on.
Oh, those are some juicy lips. So I just have two things to finish with, which I shall do off camera. I'm going to go into the waterline with this yellow gel liner by Inglaw. It's number 84. And we'll pop on some false lashes, and then we shall be straight back. Okay, so now that we've got the finished look, I'm going to give Alan the mirror to see it for the first time.
Want to look?
You can look.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh, I like it. Oh, it's so nice. I cannot go over my highlight.
The highlight's
The highlight is
amazing.
popping. The highlight is Alan Craig approved. I love it. It's so nice. My skin looks flawless.
It does look very flawless.
I love how you've done my eyes. I can never get this look at myself with this kind of eye look because of how hooded they are, but
I think it works on you though.
You've done it really well. Yeah, I love it. Yes, I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome, babe.
Sorry, I actually kissed you. Look at that. I'm so sorry. Yes, so there we have it. That is the finished look. I hope you guys liked my husband doing my makeup. If you wanted to see how I created this look on Marc, I will link it below to his channel. And if you want to see more from me, then you can always catch me on my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, which I'll pop here. Marc's I'll put here. Or
Yes.
something.
Okay.
And before we go, there is someone who wants to say hello. Harvey has been sitting crying the whole time and he's ready to make his debut on my channel. This is Harvey. This is my boy. Oh, you're so handsome. He hates the lights. He sat and cried the whole time that he's not been in the video. Now here he is and he's grumpy. But Harvey wanted to say hello to you all, so I'm sure you'll all love to see Harvey. See more of him soon. Are you not saying hello?
No, I'll hold him up.
Marc will hold him.
I will hold him.
He likes Marc better than me anyway. So
Oh,
yes.
so there he is.
So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for doing my makeup.
You're welcome.
You're not in the camera. Thank you so much for doing my makeup. Right?
You are welcome.
And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! It has nice though. And I haven't done one of these in a while, so. Do you want to try?